Okay, so right here on the west side of the hill, there's a colony. Sorry it went fuzzy. There we go. There's the colony. Just to let you know who's in the path, the flight path of this. Now, we live just outside of the, I mean, we're on the city of Fallon still, but we're outside of city of Fallon proper, just on the other side of this ridge. And they tend to fly over us also. So this whole east side of town is just subject to, well, let's see. There it goes, circling around. All right, I haven't done a walk and talk in a while, and actually right here below the cross. Now, you're gonna see the video at the front. Here's my cowbell, so it's not making so much noise. The video at the front of the, sorry, I panicked. I just started reaching for my backpack thinking I left it out here in the drain. A plane flying over. Now, you can see, there's NAS Fallon. That's the runway. You can see a plane actually coming in. So you see the direction of the runway. Expansion or not, is that direction of that runway ever going to change? Because it goes right over the Fallon Paiute Shoshone colony, right over the municipal airport. There's a lot of housing through here. Between here and there, there's all kinds of ranches and stuff. So it looks dark, but there's homes out there. You see how dark it is compared to town. It gets dark and then suddenly there's more houses and stuff. Sorry about the shaky. I'm having a hard time holding the camera. But you see suddenly there's, so you see the dark patch that's out there. Well, there's still houses, there's still homes out there. And this afternoon, as we were putting our son down for nap, from this end came in several fighter jets, 3, probably 4, came right here over this bit of housing, rumbled the living bejesus out of the house, and then went and landed. I don't know, you know, people have your opinions or whatever, but this is what I'm trying to say. This stuff didn't exist 100 years ago. Hell, barely anything. This town was so tiny 100 years ago. Small. There'd be no lights out here. There would be probably no electricity at most about here. The reservation didn't get electricity until, shoot, 60s, I believe. Reliable electricity. And then that NAS Fallon actually used to belong to, it was actually given back to, well, I guess put in trust for the Fallon Paiute Shoshone tribe when the Army Air Corps folded up after World War II. And then when Korea came along, here came the Navy again. And then obviously Air Force had taken up southern Nevada. I mean, there's just an amazing amount of light out there. I never did really notice this. I see it on the camera. I don't see it as well with my eyes right out through there. Just an amazing amount of lights. So I came away from a position over here that I don't like to talk about things in. And so, you know, I'm gonna put this in 2 different profiles on YouTube. Sorry, to check my footing here. Now, the NVGHOSTRIDER is going to stay more of the RC recreational stuff, but the Stillwater Paiute decoys, this is where it's going to continue. Oh wow, you can see light way out there. Clouds breaking, there's still sun peeking through way out there. And then out here's towards Reno. This is actually the lights of Reno back there. There might be snow coming this way, so I'm headed downhill. The reason being is there are a lot of land issues and stuff out here, and unless it completely interferes with the NVGHOSTRIDER stuff, I'm not going to put that stuff on that profile. So if you're not interested in that, yeah, it's a big plane that actually I just took a video of not too long ago. Yeah, I won't be posting this stuff here normally. If you want to see that stuff, I'll put a link to the Stillwater Paiute decoys, or you can find this video and track it down somehow. But that's where we're at right now. My issue is I just have too many issues right now. I'm sitting here watching this plane. You can see how big it is. It covers the runway coming down. Try not to get that cemetery there too much. It's got a lot of light. So down in the lower right corner, you see that plane about to touch down. Oh man, can't tell, my lens might be fogging or something. You see all the little tracers all over my camera. I would imagine that's damage on the lens of this camera. I think they touched down. I'm not sure if this camera can pick it up, but there's a series of lights. Let's see, it'd be these ones. There's a bunch of reds behind it. There's an orange one right. And this bright orange one right here. Okay, so this bright orange one right here, this is only maybe, looking at the car going by, 1.5 miles out. Now, beyond that, another 6-7 miles is where Grimes Point and stuff is. Oh, you see, he didn't even touch down. He didn't even stay. He's coming back up again. So you get to see, this is already over 5 minutes. So I'm gonna have to split this up. Let me take out the zoom here. I'm getting kind of cold. I'm gonna have to get my here, we'll go ultra wide. You can see this thing. It doesn't look big on the ultra wide, but this way you can see the path. This is approximately, let's see, there's a blue light down here. I don't know if it comes up on the, you'll see it past this blue light. The blue light's a Christmas tree down there in someone's house, right there on the highway. That's actually one of the ranches my grandpa worked at for a good portion of his life. Kent's Ranch is what that used to be. So you see it's flying south of town, probably still away from the city of Fallon about a mile. But I mean, the way the thing sails, you never know how far. Again, the jet plane I seen was coming in, and that thing came to a coasting crash, and it still scattered easily 1/8 of a mile of heavy debris, up to 1/4 on light debris. So you see it flying out, back around. It's basically flying the perimeter of NAS Fallon right now. And some of them you get to see them round and around and around, and then all day. So not to weird out all the people at the NVGHOSTRIDER page, this is the stuff that I have to kind of communicate in multiple worlds, because you know where I'm coming from, being from the tribe and working with the cultural committee and working with my art stuff and traditional stuff and all. It's a dizzying array. That's why I don't include it on the RC recreational page, because I got to hide somewhere sometime. But these are the issues we have out here of when, not if, but when there's a plane crash on this hill. When, or if we don't keep reclaiming these spots here. I stopped for so long I forgot what I was doing. I'm trying to get home, cold. I'm gonna get down here to the junction and I'm gonna stop. Excuse me. But that's the whole question. We're up here working a lot just as individuals, trying to keep this place clean so we can use it safely. And you know, we'll figure something out. It's been an interesting time. So I'm gonna go down here and stop. It's 8 minutes.